hop on over to medicadomani.com for exclusive giveaways, newsletters, and news for all things Italian American. What's up, guys? We are here for a very special edition of the Growing Up Italian podcast. How you feeling, Rob? Is life different now, being married?
It's the same thing, honestly.
Same thing?
Two people that love each other, it's the same thing. You just get a little more privacy together.
How you doing?
Our family's very old school, so.
So for everybody listening, I don't know if this is your first podcast, your second.
Hopefully not.
Or your 219th. But Rocco just got married to his beautiful bride, Taylor. And the wedding was super recent. And I told Rocco and Taylor, she couldn't make it today, unfortunately. But I told them, let's, so many people, were asking questions about the wedding when we were posting it. Mm-hmm. And so many people wishing good luck. I was like, yo, we got to do, an episode of what it was like, especially super fresh after the event, so we could, kind of touch base on everything. So thank you for giving us, a little inside look of your personal life.
Yeah, and I was excited to actually do this one. But you know what they say, a wedding's good, 7 days after, and then everybody stops talking about it. Yeah, so you get 7 days where it's your moment, and then it's like, all right, what the hell's
7
next?
7 days of people talking about the DJ, the music, the food, the hall, the church.
So many months of build-up, all for 6 hours, 7 hours. It's crazy how that day goes so quickly. It was more than 6 hours at the hall. You had a long wedding. Well, let's start with the beginning of the day. So when you text us, by the way, guys, my house at 1 o'clock, I was like, why 1? You're like, no, the church is at 3. Meanwhile, the girls were 8 o'clock. They're 8 o'clock doing their hair and makeup. It's so different from being a guy and compared to the girls. It's so much more peaceful. I'm glad it's that way.
You actually did get your hair cut 8:30, 9 in the morning, right? Or what time?
Yeah. So I went to get a haircut. Shout out Didi.
Yeah, shout out Didi.
Yo, he made me so crispy that day, bro.
He gave you that hour cut, right?
Yeah, he washed my hair. I was like, Didi, you the go for this, my brother.
Yeah.
But
give him a nice little tip.
Yeah, he's the best. But he took care of me at 8:45. I was out of there 10:15, and
What goes through your mind the morning of a wedding? Is it anxiety? Is it wanting to get it? Not get it over with, but just get on that altar, say I do, What was going through your mind that
I feel like for the past month I was like that. All right, yo, come on, let it just be the day. That morning I was good. I woke up at 5 in the morning and I was a little antsy.
Couldn't sleep at night?
I was just excited. I was like, all right, the day is here. And then by the time that everybody came over, you were the first one. I was surprised.
I thought I was the last one.
12:15, I think you came.
No, because
this guy came with his shirt unbuttoned. Yeah, he's lounging.
I was in Jersey Shore when they're t-shirt time.
Yeah.
Mine was bow tie time. I was okay. Because, on top was a little tight for me. So I was waiting for the absolute last moment to go all in.
Yeah, but you like the suit? It looked good?
Yo, the suit was good. The shoes you bought us. That's the one thing I want to shout out to you and Taylor. I've never been involved in a wedding where the groom and bride were so giving.
Yeah. I appreciate that,
You
bro.
took care of the suspenders, the shoes. You bought a sick gift, the duffel bag with the name engraved. So you guys went way beyond what you had to. So you really took care of everybody in the bridal party from what I saw.
No, I appreciate that. I just want people to feel obviously you guys are very close to us. You especially with me. I feel like you're like my brother. Yeah. Not to get all emotional on the pod, but we love you guys, and we just want you guys to feel that appreciation because, being part of a wedding party is very annoying sometimes. You have somebody who's very needy, who does this and that. I try to make it, very easygoing. You guys are the best. Thanks for being with me this day. And, here's a little gift.
It was fun.
It was nothing really,
It was one of the best weddings I've ever been a part of. And like I said, as far as, giving, you were by far the most giving groom I've ever dealt with. Sorry for everybody listening, but... Fact is fact. This is the only place I got a duffel bag and engraved and socks engraved. Yeah. But real quick, we were talking about getting ready in the morning, how the girls start at 8.
Yeah.
And, you started later. As far as speaking to Taylor that morning, did you talk to her?
Bro, I texted her about 2 things and I did not hear all day.
I know one thing you were stressed about was the Rolls Royce.
Yeah, I told her the story about that.
You were like, "Am I going to tell her?"
I was getting a cut with Didi.
So, by the way, guys, everybody listening, nothing goes planned.
Yeah, I was just
as a wedding day.
nothing goes as you want it to go. I gotta be honest with you. Maybe some things will, but you gotta be ready to improv. You know, you gotta go on the fly, have a backup plan, or just know what to expect. Never think that what you want is ever concrete, because it's never gonna work out. Whether it be
even though it's your day, it's not your day.
Yeah, basically. Whether it be like the reception, the ceremony. Something will, be tweaked in a sense.
So let's talk a little bit about the Rolls Royce. You guys had like 19 something.
Yeah, so we had an old Rolls Royce, and I'm not going to mention any names of the companies, but everybody was good to us. So we'll just start it that way. But they called us up like, hey, listen, just because it's a little warmer outside, the rollie might overheat or something like that, or there's no air conditioner, so it might be hot inside. Do you want a Maybach instead?
Maybach.
And at first I was like, oh damn, that sounds fire. Like pull up in a Maybach. But then I was like, wait, let me think this through. One, if I text Taylor right now, she's probably not gonna answer me. Two, if I make the Maybach come and she sees the Maybach, is she gonna like flip out and
Bridezilla comes out?
Is she gonna flip out and that's gonna be what ruins the wedding? So I was like, listen, I appreciate the offer. The Maybach was ready. I was like, let's just keep the Rolls Royce.
Is that you bring that up? When she came out, she was like, her and Pat, her father, were complaining like
it was hot in there.
Like, oh, hot as hell.
I wonder if it would have worked.
I was like one of the last groomsmen to walk in, so I saw her like before you did.
Yeah.
So then she was like coming out like that. I'm like, what's wrong? And
I heard there was a little traffic coming down,
I'm like,
too.
Rocco tried to tell you that it wasn't ready. She's like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. So I was laughing. I'm like, yo, she might have flipped when she saw it, but nobody would have thought that this car didn't have AC.
Right.
And then
it's an old car,
And because there was traffic, like you can't put down the windows for fresh air.
Yeah. And listen, I mean, it's what she wanted, so happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life.
I wanted to get started on the right foot.
You started on the right foot. So now, church time.
So before anything, I had to contact like 6 people to make sure we got the song we wanted. I don't know if you could have heard.
The piano. It was Disney. It was.
Can You Feel the Love Tonight? But it was a piano version.
I was singing that shit.
Bro, once I heard that, I was like, here comes the waterfalls.
Were you emotional on
I was, but not as much as I thought I would be. This whole time you're thinking, I'm going to start crying, because I'm an emotional guy.
You got a little emotional, like a couple of points, but
yeah,
I couldn't see you during the church because you were like standing towards the altar.
Bro, not for nothing that what is it, the aisle or the lane, whatever it is? It's like
Infinity?
It's like 100 feet long, so I couldn't even see her face until like she got to 50 feet away.
I saw when she first walked up, you were like, damn, baby, you look beautiful.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Yeah, she really looked amazing. She looked amazing.
She killed it.
I didn't expect her to look like that. I mean, obviously, she was always beautiful, but I didn't like the hair, the makeup.
She brought her A game.
I didn't know she was gonna go that route because there's
Shout
a million routes.
Shout out to her hairstylist and makeup artist. Killed it.
And then the dress, like, bro, I didn't know what the dress looked like.
Yeah, it was a nice dress. It was mad long. That reminded me of like old school, like when our parents would get married, like how everybody had the long dresses.
Yeah, that's mad long.
And then she changed, I think, like for the hall or something.
No, they latch it on. Shout out to Venetian's bridal assistant, yo. That was my favorite person of the night.
She was great.
She did everything for us. But yeah, church started. I was stunned.
Where'd you find the priest from? I mean, I don't want to take shots, but you find that priest
He's relatively new.
Was that like the first like
that may have been
ever did?
That may have been his first ever wedding ceremony.
Hopefully it's his last too. No disrespect to him, and I love you and Tay, but this guy was
wilding out.
He was going crazy.
He had it out for me, right?
So for everybody listening, okay, number one, couple complaints about the church. No offense. One, no AC.
Yeah, I know.
I was sweating my balls off. I had a napkin in my pocket. I just kept, and I was dripping.
I knew that was coming.
I'm like, holy shit. But listen, we went to St. Cecilia's and we know no AC.
Yeah, but we would think after 15 years they'd have some sort of an upgrade in there.
After they put the apartments there, God forbid, get a little money, get a little central air conditioning.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that was the first thing. And then the second thing was the priest. So for everybody listening, I don't want to sound crazy, but I'm just going to tell you how I saw it.
Yeah, what was your POV? I'm curious.
Okay. English was not his first language.
Yeah.
For a wedding, right?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't speak very good English. So what I saw was like, he didn't know how to express himself the right way. So if I express myself in Italian, the words are going to be like funnier,
Right.
So that's what I automatically thought for him is like, hey, a wedding it's not easy. It's not nice, People don't like each other.
Yeah.
These people are not happy.
Yeah, you remember that line? That's the number one line. I was like, I can't believe he just said that.
What the fuck?
He didn't make it seem like getting married was like a beautiful thing. He made it seem like it's more of a burden, and most relationships don't work out.
Like, run!
Yeah. That's basically like he was telling me. And at first he started cracking jokes, which was like, wait, is he joking? That's when it got to like, what the hell's going on? And then I couldn't hear anything.
And then he said something to like Lauren and your brother Michael, like, they're gonna call you complaining.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Don't give up on them.
Like, my favorite was, everybody here, pray for this couple. I was like, nice, brother.
Yeah, like, but see, that's like just the barrier of English. And when he was saying that, Rocco, I told him text me in May 1st. Like,
it was a lie, but whatever. It is. I'm not gonna argue with a priest on stand over there. So we got away from that situation. We didn't let it bother us. We're just trying to have a fun day.
The one thing that was
the worst
funny
thing
is
that
like
could have happened though.
The day that's like the most important in your lives, and like when you're saying the vows, I could tell both of you like, what? Like,
yeah, I was like, what?
Like
what happened?
when you're saying the vows, like, can you repeat that? Because it's hard to understand.
I can't wait to see that in a video.
Bro, I remember I kept making jokes. I'm like, this is so fucked up, making jokes at like my cousin's wedding. I was like, yeah, Pedro.
Yeah, I heard somebody scream.
Like, vote for Pedro. Like a Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, it's something that we could laugh at.
Now that it's done.
Already now that we're laughing, so I'm glad it worked out in that sense.
The last thing too, St. Cecilia's, I gotta pick with you, is that they like just painted the pews.
Oh my god! Almost.
So all the girls like got their dresses messed up.
Yeah, a lot of people got their outfits, greased, which is not good because that's not coming off.
I think on our side
there's a lot of miscommunication going on, but I mean, to everybody who got a little grease on your outfits, I'm so sorry. I didn't know anything. Obviously, the priest supposedly didn't know anything, so I don't know. I really don't know because all those clothing is all ruined now. But hopefully that wouldn't happen again at the next wedding you go to.
I will say, after the ceremony, we got outside. It was super dope. Like, everybody lining up, confetti, this, that. Mm-hmm. Then the party bus, we went bananas.
Yeah,
that was the most fun.
You were lit.
Yo, I got wrecked. And now everybody, like, if you're watching this, I'm not a big drinker.
I know. I was stunned. I'm not gonna lie.
We had champagne flowing, and I was just like having a good time.
And
I was
fun,
like,
bro.
we're like, Rocco has a younger brother. He's 21, just legal to drink, and we're like ending on Rosie to drink, and then you just see Rocco's dad like,
you guys are supposed to be role models.
Yeah. He goes to me. He goes, "That's your cousin. What are you doing?" Like,
I know. I tried to convince him to like take his car over to the Venetian or something. But he's like,
your dad?
My dad. I was like, oh, maybe it'll be loud in there for you guys, just because I knew he might have just been annoyed with things, but it was funny.
But it's funny that in that car ride, I was like, the serious people were all in the front.
Yeah.
Like your mom,
I'm glad it was aligned that way. It was like a party, people were jamming out, having a good time. You guys made it very fun for me that day. I had no complaints.
It was fun for us.
Really, it really is the people around you that make the day better, bro. Like, obviously, being with Taylor is one thing, but being with Taylor and having you guys with me along the whole way, making sure I'm having a good time, you guys are having a good time. That's all you could really ask for.
It was a great time. So we left St. Cecilia's like 4:15.
Yeah.
Got to the hall 5:15. Pictures, that.
Did all that.
But then, like, listen, Venetian, New Jersey, if you're getting married in New York and you want the experience of food, location, that's a spot. Like, the food was amazing.
They kill it there. The food it was phenomenal. I mean, I didn't eat as much as I would have liked to, but...
So, yeah, like, let's say for a groom and a bride on the day of their wedding, do you get to eat any food? Like, do you try? Like,
yeah, no. Like I said, the bridal assistant was the one who was taking care of us the whole time. She rocks. But she was during cocktail hour. We wanted to look at the stations.
But you knew everything that was there, right?
Like but I forgot some. Yeah, we picked all the things.
Because the Peter Luger steak station, bro, was a hit.
Did you try the mac and cheese?
The mac and cheese I didn't try, but I had the steak with bacon, Peter Luger sauce. Then you had like an Asian section with like sesame chicken.
Yo, that Mongolian beef. Did you have that?
Yeah, I had that.
Bro, that was bananas, bro.
The General Tso's chicken was fire.
Yeah, I didn't try that.
Right, bro. But like I was like, yo, this is like the craziest Venetian I've ever seen. Because the steaks were literally like monster ribeyes.
You know what it is, bro? When I go to weddings, that's the one thing that I want to enjoy. Like, because everybody's going to try and get lit by the end of the night. Mm-hmm. So you stock up on that food then. Mm-hmm. And I know, like, when it's a crappy Venetian hour, not Venetian hour, cocktail hour, then it kind of, like, sets the tone for the rest of the night.
So I will tell you, like, I think now in 2022 that cocktail hours are where you're really supposed to eat.
Yeah, I honestly agree with you.
And especially because your party started at 7. And if I'm not mistaken, bro, the cocktail hour went till 9. Yeah, we walked in at 9:15.
It wasn't supposed to, bro. It was supposed to only go until 8:15. But I don't know what was going on inside, but yeah, it went a while, and I wasn't really crazy about that because how much can people just be sitting around talking?
I think people enjoy. I mean, that's what people want to do.
But if I wasn't in there, so I don't know, But if
now that you mention that, cocktail hour is like a place where you also get to socialize with everybody from the party, pictures. Guaranteed.
Yeah,
because at cocktail hour, you're going to see somebody that's like across the room, right?
Right.
And then at the hall, you're either going to see them at the dance floor or you got to go sit at their table.
Yeah, exactly.
So cocktail hour is very, very important in weddings, and you guys killed it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. If we didn't step into cocktail hour for 15 minutes, then we probably wouldn't have seen half the people because we saw most of the people there, yeah.
Or whoever like saw you at the dance floor, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like whoever was dancing. Yeah. Now let me ask you: did you like try to make it a thing to say hello to everybody at your wedding?
Originally I had that in mind, but then I realized as the night was going on, it was just going to take too much time doing that. Because you see me and Taylor, like we like to party, we like to dance. So for those that I didn't get a chance to come over to your table, definitely do apologize for that.
We're gonna clip this up and send it to you.
I literally was just trying to have a good time. That night goes by so quick, and you're paying all this money to just have a good time. So that's where my mind was at.
I will tell you the music was very party.
Yeah,
like I like the music. I
feel like we're at a freaking club.
DJ Express, shout outs to him. I like that. When you're getting married, right? Going into this, did you say like, okay, I want to do tradition, but I also want to like it to be like a crazy party because that's kind of a vibe I got. Like you stuck with the traditions of like, I really like that you did. She did a first dance with her dad, then her mom, and then you did a first dance with your mom and Nonna. Gotta respect that. That got me super emotional too. Mm-hmm. And then like holding on to our traditions of like one tarantella, like a couple tarantellas, a circle. Like the circle was made right away, and then you guys getting wrapped with the confetti and all that, and then straight party. So it's like I thought it was a perfect balance of new style wedding and like keeping it traditional.
You think so? I was hoping there'd be a little more Italian, but the night went so quick. He's like, "Yo, you want more Italian?" I'm like, "Nah, like let's go. Like I want to just party right now."
Yeah.
So I'm glad from your perspective.
That was after the main dish.
Yeah,
much.
I was like, all right.
I feel like after people eat the main dish is when it just goes to mayhem.
It was right after Sal saying that it was going bananas right after.
Oh
that.
Yeah, shout out to Sal for performing at your wedding.
Yeah, he's a gentleman. Yo, fun fact: I told him pick whatever song you want. I was like, Sal, I know I spoke to you.
Oh, so you knew he was going to perform?
I was like, Sal, just pick whatever song. Me and Sal spoke for a while about this. Like, Sal, it'd be my dream to have you sing at my wedding. But anyways,
I like when Sal started performing. He has a microphone. He's like, I brought an envelope too.
Oh, yeah.
But I just shout out to fucking Sal because like he's a guy like he's like letting it know like I'm here as your guest. I'm not doing this for.
Yeah, he's a gentleman, bro. He always does the right thing. But the crazy part is the song that he picked himself, like literally on the spot, he just thought of it, was Taylor's grandparents' wedding song.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was crazy.
Remember when I like walked up to you while he was performing, like what is this song? I'm like, I don't know, this is the B-side.
I honestly never heard of it, but
that's funny.
It's a great song.
Listen, he like performs a lot of crazy classics like that he brings back, you know?
Well, that's why he is who he is, He's got the voice of an angel.
By the way, Chateaubriand. A lot of people don't know that steak.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I remember somebody came out to me like, "Cuz, there's no steak on it." I'm like, "Bro, Chateaubriand."
Yeah.
They're like, "What do you mean?"
Is that what you ordered?
Yeah, of course. It was delicious. Yeah. What did you eat? A main course?
Yeah, I had the main course. I'm happy. I ate a little cocktail hour and then I had the main course. I scarfed down that Chateaubriand in like 2 seconds.
It was good. So it's like Chateaubriand. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to like. People are gonna know better than me, but I'm pretty sure it's like a big cut and then like sliced up.
Yeah.
Like that's the vibe, right?
So would you get 2 slices? I got 2 slices. Yeah.
It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, some people don't know what Chateaubriand is.
So they get the fish instead. They got this.
No, yeah. Literally, I'm not gonna say the name. Someone's like, "Cuz, no steak." I'm like, "Bro, Chateaubriand is steak." And then I literally called their waiter like, "Yo, Chateaubriand."
Yeah.
You know? Like,
right.
So
that's funny.
I thought that was funny.
No steak. I wonder how many people thought that.
Yeah, bro. And funny. I learned that. Listen. I'm not gonna say I knew that my whole life.
Yeah.
It took a wedding for me to learn that too.
We always learn things. That was a wedding,
5-6 years ago.
Yeah. I got you.
What else was I gonna say? Besides you, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the best dressed there? Besides you or any groomsmen?
Including like my dad.
Yeah. Well, your dad's not fair because he's the groom's husband.
Yeah, because he kind of looks like I loved his tux was crazy.
Yeah, he kind of matched ours though.
Yeah. He had the black lapel instead of the blue. But I gotta say Premium Pete, bro.
The flower suit.
Yeah, that flower. I need a copper.
That was
flower
my answer
suit.
too.
He was dapper that day. My God.
I told him too. I was like, yo, that suit's fresh.
Yeah, he looked good, man. That I need a suit like that.
But listen,
fair enough.
Very beautiful wedding.
Thank you, brother.
Had a great time, great party. Now, Vietnamese hour.
Vietnamese.
Is that what it's called?
Viennese.
Viennese. I used to call
Vietnamese. What is it?
I used to call it. Yo, it's funny because I usually call it Venetian hour.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Well, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The Venetian hour, the Viennese hour. But yo, let me tell you something. That place, they tell you go in the other room, and then you just go into a full blown room with like sweets everywhere.
Yeah, they showed us it. I was like, man, this is actually what it is. Because everybody talks like, oh, we got this, we got this, we got this. And then when you go in, there's like 4 things. I was like, oh, my God. Where do you start? They gave me 2 trays to take home.
Yeah?
And, bro,
we ate it
I still have it. I have to throw it out now.
Now, yeah.
It's way too long.
A week later.
But, yeah, bro, my God.
You had like, first of all, you had like a whole ice cream station, popcorn, the fondue, the chocolate fondue fountain.
Mm-hmm.
Liquors everywhere, like shots of every aperitivo there is.
Yeah.
A digestivo, like all over.
Right.
Insane. And Italian pastries everywhere. Cannolis, cupcakes. What do they call they're like cupcakes on the stick again.
Cake pop?
Cake pops.
Yeah.
Bro, it was crazy.
That's what I will say with the Venetian is obviously on the pricier side, but it's worth every single penny.
Yeah, bro. Nobody's leaving that place saying the food wasn't good.
How could you not? And then
it's not happening.
Yeah.
And also, like your cake was like in the center of the whole spot, which was cool because like woke up, boom, they slice you a fresh piece of cake.
Oh, they actually slice on the spot.
You can actually pick like which part you want.
Oh,
like,
nice.
That's always like a thing with cake because like let's say the one with the creams on all the way on the outside.
Right.
I'm always one like I'll take like one of those pieces.
Yeah.
Like, so being able to pick your own piece was like definitely a nice.
Which one you get, the strawberry one or the raspberry or the chocolate?
Your wedding cake was very good. Oh, there was 2?
Yeah, there's chocolate and then.
Bro, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I just had the vanilla part.
Yeah, so you got the raspberry.
Oh, the bottom was
the chocolate mousse. Yeah.
See, when I got in there, because like I knew it was coming, so I was like waiting in the hallway for them to open the doors. That was the first one.
Yeah, you're a pro move, bro. So you must have saw everything.
Bro, I've been to a lot of weddings.
Yeah, bro. How'd you know it was coming?
Bro, I know when it's coming. The second you guys
we stepped out for a second.
You guys cut the cake.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, in 5 minutes, it's gonna be time to go. So I had to use the bathroom at that point, and then I was walking back.
Slow transition.
Taking a call.
Nice. Small man.
Is there anything else you wanted to touch about? That
no. I mean, what I will say to people is that day goes by so quickly. Try and enjoy it as much as you can, especially with your significant other. It's a lot of fun. The people around you make it 20 times more fun. obviously weddings can be pricey, but what I do recommend, go to venues or use vendors that you personally know or you know of, because that's where you'll never get like ripped off in a sense or get taken advantage of. And
you still could from someone you know.
You definitely still could, but the less likely chance that'll happen.
On behalf of like me and all of our family too, congratulations to you and Taylor. She was actually supposed to be here for this one.
Yeah. She wants to be a part of it, but
life
gets in the way
sometimes.
Yeah, she'll hop on. But before we end this one, I want to do a quick overrated, underrated, or perfectly rated. Okay. Just to cap off the wedding talk here.
Is this for your wedding or?
We'll go in general. Okay. Let's just say like your average wedding.
Okay.
All right. The cocktail hour.
Mad underrated. Like I said on this pod, cocktail hour is when you're going to bump into everybody. You're going to eat the most food, the most variety of food. And honestly, like, I think that's the time to take pictures before you start drinking, getting messy.
Yeah.
So cocktail hour is very, very underrated.
Yeah, it's the perfect time to stuff your face, socialize, take pictures with everybody. Perfect start to a party. Next up, the Viennese hour.
Another one that's underrated. Listen, before you drive home, you need a little cannoli, you need a little espresso. You know, you need to get that little sugar rush. And honestly, I think especially for people like us in the community, like we look forward to the sweets more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, me especially. But I will say this, a lot of venues, they'll give you an extra hour if you do the Viennese hour. So 100% worth it. And last but not least, the wedding cake.
Listen, a lot of people are going to like, I feel like a lot of people say wedding cake is perfectly rated. First of all, if you don't have a piece of wedding cake at a wedding, it's bad luck for the bride and groom. Just like a birthday cake. Like, if you're celebrating my birthday, you don't have at least tried a cake, it's bad luck. So wedding cake is perfectly rated. I really enjoyed your wedding cake. Sometimes wedding cakes aren't the best, so that's why they got a bad rap. But overall, wedding cakes are a must-have, and there's a reason they're there. Let's not forget that.
Beautiful. All right, you heard the man, B. I mean, I appreciate.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you being part of that day.
1,000,000 years of happiness, and listen, could you at least tell the people what you got planned for the honeymoon?
Yeah, I mean, honeymoon. I'm going next month in July, but it's gonna be crazy. I'm going like across the whole world, basically. But I'll be in Australia. So
are we gonna see some? Oh,
we're gonna see some giant spiders. Yeah,
I talk about Australia.
Yeah, we'll see. Nah, you shot. So hopefully,
enjoy your honeymoon.
Hopefully, see a couple kangaroos and whatnot.
Fee mush.
Bust.
Wow.